Hi everyone, my name is Abraham Daniel and I'm a humanist. Yes, a quick one. Yesterday in Akwa Ibom State, it was a very sad one of a redeemed Christian Church of God pastor that allegedly by his wife. Now, it was not just the pie that was an issue, but the nature of how he pied that woman. He literally, the way you butcher nama, your cow meat, he literally pieces that woman. And when you look at that scenario, you will begin to deduce some of the behind the scene. Of course, it was later discovered that they've been struggling for the fruit of the womb for years. They never had a child. Now, this is my take. As a humanist, I always tell people one major problem we have in our society, in Africa, in the world at large, is religion, and Christianity is at the center. The system is built in such a way that even when people, families, are going through pain, they are encouraged to stay in the pain. For instance, he will tell you, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. They will tell you, for better, for worse. So, in a marriage, the woman is going through pain. The signs are there, but she has to endure because the Bible said God hates divorce. And you ask God that they are so called God, whether he's ever married, whether he has even experience of marital issue. No. Even their Jesus Christ they celebrated or they celebrate. He's never married. So he doesn't even know what it means to have family trouble. Now, this woman, why for nothing? Should have gladly walked away in a sane society where people promote human rights, promote a violent-free, zombie-free environment, especially in that religion. And just imagine the pastor, for that matter, no child, no child, and the next thing, maybe out of anger, you know how it is. I understand so well how it is when maybe you're in a family, in a marriage for a long time, no child. So the anger, the pain, but must you take it on your wife? And I'm saying this to everyone, whether you're male or female. Abuse is real. It's not particular to either a male or female. A male can be abused, a woman can be abused. Don't listen to that religious jargons. If you see signs that you need to divorce, divorce. If you see signs that you need to run for your life, run for your life. I got married for 15 years and I did that and I ran for my life. It's not, you are not a fool. You are not a lazy person. You are not irresponsible person. You are responsible. This is what I tell people when it comes to relationship. Self-love is golden. In every relationship, when there's threat to life, you are being dehumanized, you are being abused, love yourself by saving your life. Look at her now. The scenario, if you look at the scene, you see the picture, very gory pictures. There are some I can't post here. And the guy called himself a pastor. And the same guy will be preaching to people, tell them about Jesus, about God. And somebody will tell me, there are bad people everywhere. Well, there are bad people, but this is what I tell people. It's just like when you said among Yahoo, those young folks that does Yahoo, whether there are good people among them. The basis for operation is corrupt. The God concept, the Jesus concept is corrupt and perverted. You can't scrutinize, you can't subject. So people there are practically slaves, self-slave. You took the key, took the chain, lock yourself, and threw the key away. Self-slave, slave slavery. I urge families. I also urge you're a woman, you're a man, you're facing abuse, run for your life. Your life first. It's better. Let them insult you. When I left, I was insulted. Insult doesn't move me. Insult me till tomorrow doesn't move me. I'm happy that I'm alive. And this is what I tell people. It is better for you to live to tell your story than for somebody else to tell your story. Look at that woman now. We are the one telling her story now. We don't even have details, skeletal story. But imagine she left back to her family, picking the pieces of her life back. She would be telling her story. If you are facing an abusive man, abusive woman, run for your life. It is better for you to live to tell your story. Don't look and listen to these Jesus lies they tell you, the God lies. Jesus was never married, he never understood marriage. God never married. Fictional God, fictional Jesus never married, never understood marriage. So if anybody is telling you that lie, don't listen. And if you want to know what their pastors go through, visit them. No behind the scene. How these are, we have never quarreled. They fight literally. They have to manage themselves. That's what we call cosmetic, plastic, have to deceive the congregation. I beg you. One thing I notice about religious folks, you see, these days a common thing, they display the picture of husband and wife on billboard, promoting family harmony. It's a big lie, a cosmetic. In psychology, when you see people doing what should be done behind the scene and it is done obviously, you know something is wrong. That is in human psychology. When you meet somebody and say, I didn't take it, you didn't ask what certain attitude, certain marital attitude that should be behind the scene. You see somebody kissing his wife in the public, watch it. Somebody pecking, carrying children up and down in the public, watch it. It's a general phenomenon. Most times, people that display such are behind they are wolves. So my heart goes to the family of this woman. But please, if you are watching this podcast or this or whatever you may call it, please run for your life. If you notice an abusive wife, abusive husband, run. It is better for you to live to tell your story. The so-called pastor now the painful thing is that he may end up in jail or death they'll pie him by hanging or something. We must get behind this. We need to have a sane society where people have respect for one another, and it cannot be done by listening to a book, by believing in a book or some fictional being. It is born or it is done by activating the conscience. The conscience. The conscience. When the conscience is not activated, forget about it. People do things because they are afraid of going to hell or heaven. So they don't really do the right thing. They are doing because, oh, I don't want to go to hell. Oh, I want to go to heaven. Oh, I want to be a good person before people. Don't do that. My heart goes to the family once again. And like I said, live. It is better for you to live to tell your story. Thank you and have a great day.